Like, that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm in there cooking.
Excuse me, Mr. Ma.
Yo, man, you know what it is.
Can I have a honey glazed sandwich on rye?
Yeah, here you go. Here goes the honey.
Honey glaze, extra honey
Extra honey.
on rye.
On rye.
Please.
Please.
To go.
To go.
The chips and the drink.
We got it. We got it.
The day after things. This is our lunch.
This is the day after
I
Thanksgiving.
told you we don't eat trays. This is our lunch.
Like we said, our family love us.
They love us.
And there you have it.
Honey glazed. Oh my God. Flip them.
Wow.
Wow.
Ooh. God damn it. Look at this here, man. Do you see that? I know y'all want to try it.
They want some more.
What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Hold up a second. Okay. I had to make sure. You know what I'm saying? I hate to shoot a whole video, man, and your mic not be on. It's the worst feeling ever, bro. Done it several times. But anyway, man, what's good? So the next video we're going to get into is the 10 prison foods from around the world. Now, I think one of the biggest misconceptions, or not even misconceptions, I think one of the most forgotten about things about people they don't think about or factor in before they go to jail or prison is the food. You know, goodbye all those home cooked meals, you know, like mom makes or your significant other, you know, all that nice juicy steak you come home to sometimes, or maybe you make for yourself. You know, the seafood bowls or a good burger or, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff that make your mouth water. You could hit up Popeyes, or maybe you could possibly, you know, go somewhere and get an order of them lemon pepper wings or some Japanese food where they cook it in front of you. All that sound good right now, don't it? I know it do for me. I'm super hungry. But people forget, bro, when you go to prison, bro, that stuff is, now don't get me wrong, some people have ways of getting stuff inside the prisons. They have guards look out for them, and sometimes I guess they get some kind of special treatment where they may be able to order or something or have something, you know what I'm saying? I remember when a relative of mine, this was a long time ago, they used to be out on their detail, and a relative of mine was locked up. And when he was out on his detail working, we could bring them food. But if we brought food, we have to bring it for the entire detail. So that's what we would do to look out for them. You know what I'm saying? So they have certain kind of ways, but for the most part, them good meals is gone, bro. Out the door. You ain't gonna be seeing those, man. And then, you know, them holiday meals, bro. That's when it really hits you. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what your tray look like opposed to what your family's at home eating for Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Or them summertime cookouts. Yeah. So we're going to check out, man, and see what people are eating from around the world and from prisons around the world, bro. See if they got some gourmet stuff that maybe we don't know about.
When you break the law, you must be punished. It's as simple as that. Sometimes that punishment includes a certain type of unpleasant diet. Different countries have different ways of managing prisons. In some countries...
Don't forget, TMG Fam Vlogs in the comment section. Hit the link, go subscribe.
Prison canteens look more like cafes or restaurants, while in others, prison food looks and tastes disgusting and awful. Okay, let's take a look at 10 types of prisons from around the world.
Prepare y'all stomachs now. Prepare your stomachs.
Now, we all know that Japan is a very modern and high-tech country. As a consequence, Japanese prison food isn't bad at all. In fact, it's very humane. So the main course includes ramen, which is a Chinese-style wet noodle served in a meat or fish-based broth. Sometimes it's a miso soup instead. And of course, there's a lot of rice involved. Also, one of the standard solutions will be a ball salad made of cucumbers and radishes. Sometimes during holidays, Japanese prisoners get to eat pork and tasty pastry because many prisons produce their own tami. In Britain, they care a lot about prisoners. They measure calories very accurately, and the diet usually does not include.
All right, y'all should have your pen and paper out right now if you plan on going to prison anytime soon. Right, these are the places you want to go. These are the places, bro. They was eating sushi over there. You can't lie, that food looked good.
Include any salt. From a wide porridge selection, prisoners get to choose what type of squash they want to eat on a particular day. They also serve toast with jam and a glass of milk. Dinner usually includes vegetable pasta or pork/beef with pickled vegetables. Tuna and corn sandwiches are also quite popular. And of course,
tuna and corn? I didn't even know tuna went with corn. Nah, bro. But when you ain't got nothing else to eat, I bet that looked like a steak to somebody. You know what I mean?
Vegetables. Tuna and corn sandwiches are also quite popular. And of course, full English wouldn't be complete without biscuits and a cup of tea. As for evening meal, well, no matter how weird it may seem, but they usually would eat an omelette or a couple of beef and pate sandwiches or a vegetarian goulash and some veggie salad. In US, it all pretty much depends on a state. For example, here's what one of the prisoners of Wisconsin State Prison has to say. The food is awful. They feed us stale bread, a pack of milk, and a single fruit. Lunch is a runny mash, a small piece of chicken, and the same goes for dinner. Wisconsin isn't the only place where...
Oh man, bro. How do you survive? Like, that's why most people be calling you from home, calling from prison, calling you at the house, talking about put some money on their commissary. Cause look at this. They be trying to survive off the noodles and different things that they can get from commissary, bro. Cause look at who wants to eat that?
or people's food in prison.
And then after that, they gotta come out. So you know, if it looked like that going in, it smell horrible coming out.
Look and taste like crap. In the Maricopa County, for example, they don't give them meat because they try to save on tax money. In other states, however, things aren't that bad. They use catering. They organize a type of buffet, if you will. In San Francisco, people seem very, very humane and tend to trust in re-education. Somehow, that includes a rather fancy cuisine in the form of chicken fillet in tomato sauce. In Norway, they use a very interesting approach. First of all, prisoners work, and they get about $10 a day. They feed them one time. The rest of the supplies come from their own pocket. The cool thing about Norway prisons is that they have shops, so depending on how much money they earn, they can get pretty much anything they could buy in any regular store. The weird part is that when prisoners buy unhealthy food, they would send a doctor to tell the dangers of unhealthy products. And if a prisoner doesn't know how to cook, they send a volunteer that shows them how to do that. So all in all, it doesn't seem like a prison at all, does it?
See, now that sounds more like rehabilitation. You know what I'm saying? Rehabilitation. Let's get you some skills, some stuff you may not have had. Maybe if you had these skills, it would have distracted you from doing whatever caused you to go to prison. You know what I mean? That's what are some of the things that should be going on and taking place in prison. No, a lot of times I hear you go in prison and you come out a better, more fine-tuned criminal than you was going in. Like, man, I learned to do this and I learned to do that. You know what I mean? I learned how to, you know, make a shank out of this, and this is where I went wrong on this robbery heist. I should have did this. I didn't think of that. I'm like, huh? Bro, did you just get a GED or diploma in prison on how to be a criminal? It's crazy.
Here that shows them how to do that. So all in all, it doesn't seem like a prison at all, does it? In Germany, they have all kinds and types of sorts of food. So they have different categories, which are usual, pork-free, vegetarian, dietary, and diabetic. You can tell they care. Breakfast can come in the form of porridge, yogurt, a salad, scrambled eggs, and of course those famous German sausages.
Wow.
Spicy meatloaf along with the bacon goes for lunch. Sometimes it also includes pork chops, some roast potatoes with freshly picked veggies. Not bad, huh? It isn't at all bad out there in France either. For breakfast, you get a cup of tea or some instant coffee with a baguette. Then comes dinner, where you can pick meat or fish dishes with rice or spaghetti. As a sort of bonus, you get a bowl of fresh salad. 2 times a week they serve fried potatoes, and once in a week, prisoners are up for a treat: jam on toast and a cup of hot chocolate. Life in many African countries.
I ain't gonna lie, man. They might need to adopt some of these prison. Maybe it may calm them down. Who knows? You may need to experiment and see if the food was better, and they knew they had an opportunity to. If the food only stays good if you guys stay good in here. No issues, no problems. Food stays good. As soon as we have a problem, oh, it's back to eating that stuff you was eating. I guarantee you, it may not stop all of it, but it'll probably put a dent in it. I guarantee they'll police themselves in the dorms. In the cells. Yo, bro, don't shame nobody in here. You know what's on the menu today? Play with me if you want to. You mess this meal up for me, bro, we killing you. Play with us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they need to adopt some of these principles.
Is rough. In Ethiopia and Malawi prisons, it's much worse. The only thing prisoners get to eat is unbearably tasteless, crusty porridge. They cook it in a large dirty tubs and then distribute it in small portions. Because people don't get enough nutrients, they really suffer. They get ill. And it's a huge problem that is worth remembering of. The life quality of those people must be improved. In India, things are...
See, I agree with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody who goes to prison doesn't deserve a second chance. Now, some crimes are so heinous, you're like, hey, bro, that's it for you. But some people just need a second chance. They go there and they learn from their mistake and they come out better. You know what I'm saying? So they deserve to have meals that are going to keep them, you know what I mean, healthy. Like, you cooking in a dirty pot, bro. Like, come on, man. Nobody don't deserve to be treated like that. Like, come on.
Are rough too. Every morning breakfast is a bowl of rice. Dinner comes as curry rice with a dish called sambar, which is a vegetable stew cooked with tamarind broth. Guess what comes next? More rice. This time with a spoonful of vegetable salad. Also, sometimes prisoners get to eat 1 egg. Sunday is a kind of relief because that's the day when they serve 20 grams of chicken. So as you can see, Indian prisons are a nightmare for those who don't like rice. Weirdly enough, Canadians complain about the type of food they get in prisons. The daily budget is $5.5. Note how different this is from a situation in Ethiopia. So they get some porridge at breakfast, a toast and some powder milk, because it's cheaper than the usual milk. So some chicken during dinner, or you can get some beef instead. Also, you can pick a cucumber or a tomato. So yeah, that's pretty rough out there in Canada, isn't it? So finally, let's talk about Russia. So usually...
Oh, bro, I thought that's something when that bowl was moving, bro. And then that makes you think, like, what the rodent infestation in prisons is off the, like, seriously, bro. They really have an infestation in these prisons. I think I heard Meek Mill talk about it one time. You know, laying in your cell, sleeping with constant mice running around your feet. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what's running through the food.
Usually they would serve some porridge, it's an oatmeal most of the time, a cup of tea, obviously, some soup, and some stewed cabbage, a piece of bread, and a stewed fruit. Some prisons offer meat, others don't. Fish stew is also very common, so not bad. So what do you guys think prisoners should eat? I mean, should the food be different from what people eat outside the prison walls? If you like this video, don't forget...
I mean, like I said, man, it's all depends on how you feel about it, you know? Should they be eating like extravagant to where we're paying for it? No. Should it be some kind of way that they're able to eat at least decent? Yeah. You need the basic food groups at least to be able to keep yourself healthy. You know what I mean? I do like advocate for that. Like nobody should be in there and getting sick because of malnutrition or you know what I'm saying? Not getting the proper vitamins and nutrients that they need to survive, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, nobody deserves that. You know? But y'all get at me in the comment section. Maybe you've been to prison and experienced prison food. Tell us all about it. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let us know in the comment section. And stick around and stay tuned. Make sure you go hit up TMG Fan Blogs. Subscribe. All right? I'm out of here. Till the next reaction, I'm out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.